Hello and welcome back to Climate TV, brought to you by the Climate Group. My name is Eduardo Gonçalves. Today I'm going to be speaking to Harry Verhaar, the head of Global Public and Government Affairs at Philips Lighting. Harry, thanks very much for joining us. Philips Lighting was one of the first members of the RE100 initiative, which is this group of companies that are committed to 100% renewable energy. Can you tell us why?
I'd say, first of all, that it's in our mission to be a partner in the global journey to more sustainable and I would say more equitable sustainable development. But then if you look at elements thereof, applying energy efficiency with our customers, but then also moving towards energy efficient and renewable energy powered solutions and factories, it just makes plain economic sense. So we are reducing our footprint. We are powering more and more of our factories with solar and wind energy. And it lowers our overall energy bill. It makes our products more competitive. So just economics.
Philips has been doing a lot of work trying to encourage more and more companies and cities to switch to LED lighting. And this seems to be really taking off. Can you tell us why so many cities are in fact now making that switch?
Well, first of all, lighting is all around. Lighting was actually the first electric appliance that emerged globally when our grandparents in Europe, North America and other countries had then got access to electricity. And if you then see at the city, then about half of a city's energy bill is lighting, public offices, schools and street lighting. So for them seeing the opportunity with LEDs that they can half or sometimes up to 70% reduce their energy bill, quite often they can spend the money elsewhere or they can reduce public budget deficits, which is also an issue. But more and more we start seeing that by moving to connected LED lighting, they also improve the quality of the services that they provide to their citizens. So the city becomes more livable, more inviting, people feel safer, crime rates go down, and we see even some examples where property prices go up. So all in all, you would say a city mayor that works on LED lighting is improving what the city is actually bound to offer to its citizens. And secondly, you see that more and more cities see that the solutions, and not only LED lighting, are going to be implemented subnational level. So where sometimes national leaders are still struggling to agree on anything in common interest, and let's hope in Paris we can change that it's really cities where the action is taking place.
Is there a concern that the rate of LED adoption isn't keeping pace with the increases in demand for energy? And shouldn't the focus really be on renovating existing infrastructure rather than renewing it in order to address that problem?
So if we just adopt, and that goes for LED lighting, but also for HVAC and other solutions, those solutions to new infrastructure or to parts of the infrastructure that are ready for renovation, we would still be behind the science-advised carbon reduction targets. And with street lighting, the evolutionary renovation rate is 3% per year. So it takes 30 years to renovate all the street lighting. So we are saying that also with subnational governments, it's really crucial that streetlights and buildings and other city infrastructure, that we adopt a program to accelerate renovation. So that not only we do the new things right, but it also the existing infrastructure becomes less carbon intensive.
So Philips Lighting and the Climate Group are in fact going to be working together now on trying to get every city in the world to switch its lighting to LEDs. Tell us more about this campaign.
So the rate of energy efficiency improvement around society is about 1.5% per year. We build some new buildings, we use some new appliances, there's some renovation, but because of population growth, urbanization and rise of the middle class, the growth in energy demand is 3% per year. So we need to double the rate of energy efficiency improvement. And that actually then means for street lighting to increase the renovation rate from 3 to 6%, and then renew 6% per year. So that indeed before that, in line with science-advised emission reduction targets, we will be on the track that is required. Now, first of all, then there are 1.1 billion people who lack access to electricity, to energy, but that's then actually electricity. So it's also our mission before 2030 to eradicate light poverty. And this relates well actually to the birth of our company with the incandescent light bulb. When our grand and great-grandparents got electricity, this lighting was the first service that they acquired. And it actually accelerated socioeconomic development. Well, for these people who are currently without electricity, we should do the same thing. So move away from kerosene and other fossil fuel that they use for lighting. And actually, that also results in 1.5 million casualties because of health problems throughout the year. And bring them also on a social, let's say on a socio-economic development path. And where in existing infrastructure we need to accelerate renovation and then move to connected LED and all of that, that for new infrastructure in communities and in cities in emerging developing countries, we should leapfrog to solar LED solutions. So in fact to zero energy lighting, so that both together have result in more equitable development, but that both together then also result in the emissions reductions that are needed.
One of the latest buzzwords that's around at the moment is this concept of energy productivity. What does that actually mean? And what's its relevance in terms of tackling climate change?
Well, so energy efficiency remains to be the number one priority that we're after. Many with us, and also the European Union and other entities are adopting the energy efficiency first principle. Before you do anything else, reduce the wastage of energy that is so about. But then energy productivity makes energy efficiency comparable. So it's the outcome of how much economy do we create with the energy that we consume. So you can compare countries, you can compare them on their rate of improvement in energy productivity, recognizing that actually energy efficiency is the driver to make those improvements. And we see that globally there's only 1.5% improvement in energy productivity. There are large differences between economies and cities. So if they use this yardstick to then indeed set the proper ambition level on energy efficiency and then on the related projects in buildings and lighting and appliances and district heating and so forth, I think that's the whole purpose of introducing the packaging of energy efficiency as energy productivity. Make it an economic angle, and this is not for consumers, but this is for politicians. And we're speaking with many people, not all of them speak the language of energy efficiency. Some then want to hear economics, well, here you have it. And if it helps them, and then a larger group of politicians embrace and understand the relevance of driving energy efficiency, I think then that is when energy productivity does have what it's intended to do.
What would you say the most important elements of a modern sustainable business strategy that will help companies make that contribution to building a strong, low-carbon economy?
I would say then first, then despite the necessity and the urgency to act, which has never been higher, that in essence this is indeed an unprecedented opportunity. Sustainable development is one big innovation agenda. And not only can we then adopt more widespread economic beneficial solutions that have less impact on the quality of our living environment, but also all of them improve quality of life. All of them provide a better service. A more energy efficient home is more comfortable. Better street lights will make your city more inviting, more safe, reduce crime and all that. I think this is all around. So if we understand that this is actually a big opportunity, we see that COP21 and anything that happens thereafter is not about climate negotiation, but should be about climate collaboration for a better future. Then the next thing is, okay, what is then our guiding mission? What is our guiding vision, I should say? And that is actually that we should realize that how have we come into the situation that we are today? That is because the last decades we've optimized a society on lowest initial cost. The processes we have, public procurement, lowest initial cost. The way we judge things as media, as electorate, instant gratification. So this has resulted in what I would say a linear society. If rewarded by GDP, which is a linear indicator, rewards more is better. And we should actually move to a world where better is best. And then look at lifetime performance, lifetime impact, quality of life as an indicator beyond GDP, and adopt circular practices so that we take the whole equation into account, economics, environmental impact, but most of all, the quality of the services. And I'm convinced that this opens up and can even accelerate this whole innovation agenda, that for the people who are currently suffering from, let's say, light poverty, it can solve that within one generation, whereas here it took 3. I think that's what business should adopt. So a circular vision on business models where you move from invoicing hardware to leasing services, because in the end it's a service that people want and not product A, B or C.
Harry Verhaar, thank you very much. I was speaking there to Harry Verhaar from Philips Lighting. That's all from us today here at Climate TV. From everyone at the Climate Group, goodbye.